everybody. Razorblade Mango here, and I'm gonna give my impressions on Captain America: Civil War. Obviously, I'm not doing this right outside the theater because I saw it yesterday, and I was with friends. I didn't really want to do a solo first impressions thing there, which is kind of good because I've had more time to kind of let this movie sit in my head. And this movie ended up pretty much being what I expected it to be, which was very just your average kind of mediocre Avengers movie. And honestly, I mean, with all the hype that's been surrounding this movie and all the fucking like this crazy ass, oh, which team are you on? Oh, are you Team Captain America or are you Team Iron Man? Brr. I was like, I'm Team Neutral. I really don't care. I'm just like, whatever. It's the big Marvel marketing machine. It's just whatever. And yeah, this movie ended up being almost exactly what I expected it to be. And it counts for one thing, except for one thing. I was really shocked by how boring it was. And this, pretty much almost all of my problems, almost like a significant amount of my problems with the movie are like the first half of it. And even the people I saw it with were like, yeah, that first half was brutal to get through. Because the first half is extremely boring. It is just a bunch of boring, stupid exposition, action scenes that are so haphazardly edited and chopped together and just go on and on and on and on to the point of there's like no flow, no ebb to any of it. It's just a bunch of shit just thrown on the screen, and then it's like, oh, well, here you go. Here's Captain America running from this. Here's Captain America fighting this. Here's Iron Man doing this. Here's Black Widow doing this. Here's Scarlet Witch doing this. It focuses so much on the Avengers that I don't care about. Like, I don't care about Scarlet Witch. I don't care about Vision. I don't really care about War Machine. I don't care about Hawkeye. I don't care about Falcon. I mean, even the Winter Soldier, I'm kind of like, whatever. It's just, I mean, I really like Captain America: Winter Soldier. I did. I really, really liked Winter Soldier, the movie. I thought that one was interesting. It played more, especially in like the first 2/3. It played more like a Metal Gear Solid movie. It was really weird, but I really enjoyed it. And even when the action kicked up, I liked it a lot. This time around, I'm done with this shit. I'm just so burned out on Avengers stuff at this point. It's fucking everywhere, and even so, this movie does have a leg up on Age of Ultron, which Age of Ultron is just crap like the whole way through. I mean, little bits of it are cool, like you got James Spader who does a damn good job as Ultron, but the rest of it, it's crap. The Age of Ultron crap. Civil War. Now the reason I don't strongly dislike this movie is because it got a lot better in the second half. It's literally like one point when it's literally a character that they introduce, and just for the sake of, I don't know, fuck it, you know what, it's in the fucking trailer, whatever. Once Spider-Man shows up, and I feel like this whole movie was made just to convince Sony to let Marvel get the rights to Spider-Man again. And it's like, oh, well, like, I honestly forgot Spider-Man was in this movie. Because I'm not one of those people, when they saw Spider-Man in the trailer, I went, oh my god, it's Spider-Man! I just went, it's Spider-Man. What, like his like 50th reboot in less than a decade? I'm being facetious. Even so, it's ridiculous that we can't keep rebooting Spider-Man. But, I have to say, he's not in this all that much. For the small amount of screen time that he has, he's a damn good Spider-Man. This kid is, Tom Holland, I think the kid's name is. Let me see. Oh, whatever. I'm just gonna assume it's Tom Holland. It is. It's really good. He is really, really good as Spider-Man. And he's funny. He has really good dialogue between it's him and Tony Stark, and like immediately once he's brought into the movie, it just kicks into high gear and it gets a lot better. And it all leads up to that airport fight, which is really fun and enjoyable to watch. And my boy Ant-Man is in that fight too. And he has tons of moments to shine. He's really awesome. I thought, actually, even with the first half, I thought an improvement with this one across all of the other Marvel movies, because all the other Marvel movies, with the exception of Loki and maybe Ultron, none of the villains are all that good. I mean, I can't think of a single villain that I've liked in any of the Marvel movies that I've enjoyed watching that weren't just mediocre or downright stupid. Who the fuck remembers that elf guy from Thor 2? Who fucking cares? Who remembers Ronan the Accuser from Guardians of the Galaxy? He wasn't a good villain. They don't do good villains all that well. But I actually thought the villain played by Daniel Bruhl, it's a different kind of villain this time around. He's much more interested in not conquering the fucking Infinity Stones and shit like that. It's more personal reasons why he's after the Avengers, and it makes his motivation and how his story plays out is really interesting, and I thought was a big step up from how they've done villains in the past, with the exception of Loki and sometimes Ultron. Also, I gotta say, I thought it was too big of a cast. And that's weird coming from a studio that, did like the Avengers and stuff like that. But I thought the way Joss Whedon handled the first Avengers movie, at least, when he's trying to balance all the different egos and characters, I thought he did a really good job with that balancing act. But here, the problem is there's so many characters that a lot of them just get swept under the rug. I mean, yeah, they might have like moments to shine occasionally, but it's like, it's just, most of them it's like, who fucking cares? Like Vision, I mean, Vision's in it quite a bit, but it's just, it's like, it's Vision, it's whatever. Scarlet Witch, whatever. And then you got, someone related to Agent Carter, who of course has to get with Captain America, and it's like, oh my god, they've barely known each other for like a few like 10 minutes and they're already making out. It's like, oh god. But yeah, I just couldn't get into this movie. I mean, at least in the first half, and even by the end, I felt like this whole conflict between Team Iron Man and Team Captain America was just really inconsequential. I mean, even though they make it out to be like, oh, this is horrible, it's fragmenting the Avengers, it's like, well, like, it just seems like nothing happened. It doesn't seem like this big fight between both teams happened by the end. It's just kind of like a little shit, it's like a little bitch fest between the two, and then they just go, oh, I guess we're still friends. It's like, the fuck? Like, that, what the fuck? It's like, the whole thing just feels inconsequential. It's just, it's kind of like, it's not as silly as it is in Batman vs. Superman. And this is coming from somebody who likes Batman vs. Superman quite a bit. I like it a lot more than Civil War. And I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for saying that, but whatever. You come to my channel for my honest opinion, so there it is. I like Batman vs. Superman a lot more than Civil War. I thought it was much more visually interesting. I thought the characters were more interesting. I thought the action was a lot cooler. Now, even saying that, with the exception of a few things in Batman vs. Superman, I think the fight, the like big brawl between, and I'm not saying like Team Iron Man, I'm saying the fight between Captain America himself versus Iron Man, I think is a lot better, like significantly better than the fight between Batman and Superman in Dawn of Justice. It doesn't have that dumb Martha shit. It doesn't have like silly dialogue like oh, please help me. No, bro. And he's like gonna kill Superman because that's what Batman does. He kills Superman. and it's just better. And I'm not going to spoil how it's better, but it is a lot better. So I guess I can take that from Civil War. But yeah, Civil War, it's that's literally like just the impression I've been left with this past, I don't know, like few hours, like 24 hours after seeing it. I'm just like, yeah, okay. It's just another one of these Avengers movies, and I'm honestly like, actually this movie cemented the idea for me that I want Marvel movies that don't focus on the Avengers. Like I'm much more excited for like the Black Panther movie, for the Spider-Man movie, for Doctor Strange, for Ant-Man 2 than I am for Avengers. What the hell are they gonna call it? The Avengers Infinity War Parts 1 and 2, which I think is ridiculous. I think it should be one film. But it's whatever. They're gonna keep making these fucking Avengers movies, and like I said, I watched this movie more out of obligation than like genuine interest, because after all these years, after seeing all these movies, I'm just kind of like, you know what? Whatever. It's a way to kill time on a weekend. It's fine. There are worse ways to spend an afternoon watching a movie. You could be watching the new Ratchet and Clank, which, no. Civil War, Ratchet and Clank? I'll take Civil War. Even with the shitty first half, I'll take Civil War. But yeah, that's my opinion on Civil War. I know I'm in the minority on this because everybody's loving it. People are saying it's the best Marvel movie yet, and they love it, and I'm in the minority on this because I did not care for it, and it's made me like legitimately tired of the Avengers movies, not of Marvel movies, but of any of this stuff related to the Avengers. So yeah, we'll see. I hope Doctor Strange is good. I hope that Black Panther movie they're doing is good. I'm looking forward to the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Not really looking forward to the Thor movie all that much, because I thought Thor 2 was dog shit. I think that's easily the worst Marvel movie out of all of them. So yeah. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of Captain America: Civil War and all the other Marvel movies and the future ones and shit like that. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.